Hello all, I hope you are heard here, and I'm talking today about some very important news. Steve Jobs has just resigned as Apple's CEO, and now we really want to talk about his years at Apple, but he just resigned, from what I just heard, he just resigned as CEO of Apple. He now wants to be the executive chairman and director of, the chairman of the board of Apple. I'm really sad to see him step down, but Tim Cook is replacing Steve Jobs. But Tim Cook is a great man. He's a great guy. I believe Tim Cook will do a great job of, doing the company demos, the keynotes, all that stuff. I believe he'll bring out the next Steve Jobs. He's kind of a bit old, but anyways, Jobs came back into Apple in 1996. Now he's resigned in August 2011, so he's been here for like what, 10, 15 years of Apple. 15 years as Apple's CEO. So that's a remarkably a long time. So basically, I think he's a great guy. He was the guy that did all the CEO, all the keynotes, and I could just remember him announcing the first iPhone, and people were just going crazy because of the design and everything. Just Apple's first phone, the phone that reinvented everything. When he introduced the iMac back in the day, people were like, "Wow, this computer is pretty good." But then, when the radical change came, people he basically saved Apple. He basically saved Apple from going down. They actually say, from what I've heard, that that he introduced the iPod, which is actually true. They said the iPod saved Apple. I'm trying to figure out which is true. It's either him or the iPod that saved him. The iPod that saved Apple, but he purchased Next for $429 million, which is like a ton of money for Mac OS 10 basically. And then he's introduced iTunes Store, iTunes Music Store, just all this stuff. Think about it. Great CEO, pancreatic cancer. I don't know if anybody could really survive that. I'm surprised that he survived it. Jobs is like, what, 55, 56 years old or something? No, wait, yeah, he's 56, and he's a really great guy. First iPhone he introduced was just amazing. All of his keynotes, he's funny guy. He's had his jokes, I'll always remember him as Apple's CEO. And now I want to take a moment to remember him as the CEO of Apple, but now is Tim Cook. But now I just want to go back in the day, or go back as he was Apple's CEO. So let's take a look at that.
This is a day I've been looking forward to for 2.5 years. Every once in a while, a revolutionary product comes along that changes everything. And Apple has been, well, first of all, one's very fortunate if you get to work on just one of these in your career. Apple's been very fortunate. It's been able to introduce a few of these into the world. In 1984, we introduced the Macintosh. It didn't just change Apple, it changed the whole computer industry. In 2001, we introduced the first iPod. And it didn't just change the way we all listen to music. It changed the entire music industry. Well, today, we're introducing 3 revolutionary products of this class. The first one is a widescreen iPod with touch controls. The second is a revolutionary mobile phone. And the third is a breakthrough internet communications device. So, three things: a widescreen iPod with touch controls, a revolutionary mobile phone, and a breakthrough internet communications device. An iPod, a phone, and an internet communicator. An iPod, a phone. Are you getting it? These are not three separate devices. This is one device. And we are calling it iPhone. Today, Apple is going to reinvent the phone.
That was one of the best keynotes Steve Jobs has ever done. And finally, my computer friend has something to say before we go.
To the Apple Board of Directors and the Apple community, I have always said if there ever came a day when I could no longer meet my duties and expectations as Apple's CEO, I would be the first to let you know. Unfortunately, that day has come. I hereby resign as CEO of Apple. I would like to serve, if the board sees fit, as chairman of the board, director and Apple employee. As far as my successor goes, I strongly recommend that we execute our succession plan and name Tim Cook as CEO of Apple. I believe Apple's brightest and most innovative days are ahead of it, and I look forward to watching and contributing to its success in a new role. I have made some of the best friends of my life at Apple, and I thank you all for the many years of being able to work alongside you, Steve.
Thanks for taking the time to watch this, guys. Steve Jobs, great CEO. Tim Cook, let's see what you can do.